Hi guys. It's been requested that I elaborate a little bit on how I became in this whole van dwelling thing. Um, I told you that I was married for about 35 years and that we split up. And but what I didn't tell you is. I I pretty much stayed home with the kids, and if I worked for my husband, and which didn't leave me a lot of money put into my Social Security account. So I get about $500 a month, and there's no way in God's green earth that I am gonna get even government housing. I'm not gonna be able to make it on that. Uh, yeah, sure, I could get in the place, but then you got water, electric, and blah blah blah. And then someone says, "Well, why don't you share with somebody?" And you know what? I don't want to live with anybody else. I want to do my own thing. I want to go where I want to go, do what I want to do. I don't want to have to check in with anybody. Oh, well, I'm running late. You know, it's funny because the first month or so I was by myself, I kept thinking, oh man, I got to check in with someone. Oh man, I can't do this. I should be home. And I kept forgetting that, hey, I don't have to worry about that. But it's just finances are a lot of it. Oh yeah, I'd like a house. I'd like a place to, hang out and do. Oh my God, I'd love a place with my own craft room. Ooh, heaven. Um, so back to the reason I had a camper for a while, and I don't know how to do this without making my ex-husband sound bad, and I really don't want to do that, but I was getting alimony, and he something must have happened that he didn't pay me, and I lost the camper because I couldn't make the payments. So I had intended on living in that. That was my home for quite a while, and so that's not here anymore. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll live in my car. Well, that was okay, but I got too much. I got too much stuff, and I couldn't get rid of everything. So I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she has a van, and they're the ones that bought the RV and is traveling around in their RV. So she says, well, how about if we exchange cars? I'll give you the van, you give me the car. And I thought, oh, perfect, So that's how I ended up in the van I'm in now, thanks to my wonderful sister-in-law. But I think that about says it pretty much why I'm doing what I'm doing. Plus, when I was with my husband, Tom. When I was with Tom, we had some really awesome times. We went around the country. We worked. We photographed marching bands. So we were going all over the place, but we didn't have time to sit and not sit, but we didn't have time to go to the any of the places that we were passing along the way. It's like that scene in Vacation, where they're at the Grand Canyon and he goes like this and we're on our way. That's about all the time we had to enjoy anything. So I figured, hey, I ought to just go back to some of these places that we went to and really check them out, as long as they don't cost too much money. But just like the Blue Hole in Santa Rosa, I think Panda. Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't remember. Panda something. She went there, and it's out in the middle of the frickin' desert. You wouldn't know there was any water around, so I kept seeing these signs, Blue Hole, Blue Hole. And I thought, okay, I gotta check this out. Well, first I got to the town, and then it says Blue Hole this way, so I go that way, and I see this, I see this pond out, right by the street, and I'm thinking, all right, so this is a famous blue hole. I was not impressed at all. But that turned out to not be it. It was a special fishing hole that they have for older people and kids to do, which is pretty cool, actually. But, you can get in to see this beautiful water for like $5. So me and Sammy went in there, and we had a good time, just sitting there watching, the water. And it was a beautiful color blue, very pretty. But I got to see that. And if I hadn't have been in the van and doing my van thing, I would never got to see that, because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take that hurry up, get something somewhere, and I'm gonna throw that baby right out the window. So I did. I threw that. I gotta get going out the window, and I stopped and enjoyed myself, and I'm so happy I did. So I hope this answers a few people's questions. I think it does. So I will talk to you guys later. See you. Ooh, ooh.